How's it going over there, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. I'm going to drag this out a little longer then. Jerry Schwartz, our next reader, who was supposed to read in February, but the blizzard kept him away, is the author of PIXELS of Young Mueller, a coming-of-age tale published in 2010 by All Things That Matter Press. The book is available at Amazon in paperback and a Kindle edition, and you can visit Jerry's website at itsjerryschwartz.com. By the way, Jerry also has copies of the book to sell to you for $15 if you want to talk to him after the reading. Jerry also writes, plays, sings, and produces the music of The Jerrys, a fictional band that appears in his novel. The Jerrys' new album, Let's Groove, is available on iTunes, and you can download their new single, Bigger Than Oprah, on their website at www.itsthejerrys.com. And also, Jerry has copies of the Jerry's CD, Jerry Rigged, here tonight, which you can purchase for $5. How many times can I say Jerry? Give it up for Jerry Schwartz.
It'll fall down if you do that. It's too messy.
Can I raise it a bit?
Sure.
Can we give it up one more time for Bill and Sarah? I have three diversions for you this evening. First, we're going to view the world through the eyes of a 6-year-old boy. Then we're going to visit the scene of a high school dance. And then I'd like to play a song from the book for you. Pixels of Young Mueller is not just a coming-of-age tale. It's also the story of the growth and development of an artist named Klaus Mueller. When the book begins, Klaus's family has just moved from Chicago to a small town named Southland, and they're living with Klaus's grandparents. Klaus dug books. These were different colors, but all the same size, and man, it was neato how you could line them up in like a rainbow, and they smelled great. On the front of one was a fisher boy, and inside were rhymes that looked different than the writing in other books. A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock, but now you come at noon. There were 10 numbers, but you couldn't sing them like letters or make words with them. His mother sang letters to him and taught him to read Dick and Jane, but that was up north. Now they lived on 3rd Street in Kentuck, and she had to go to work. He liked her better before she worked in the factory. The Jumblies he loved, who went to sea in a sieve. Cows jumped over the moon to Banbury Cross, and Jill went up the hill, and some liked it hot 9 days old. Jack built a house with rats and cats, and old Grundy lived and died in a week. In the kitchen stood the table where they ate, and a wringer washer that squished all the water out of their clothes. One day, Paulette's hair got caught in there. Maytag. His birthday was in May. Klaus and Kurt slept in Mammon Pepal's room in the rollway bed, their heads at opposite ends. During the day, the rollway stayed folded up next to the wall with Mary on it, Mother of God. She had a halo and her heart was on fire. Her son hung crucified on the wall over the master bed. In the big cedar chest beside that bed was Pepal's purple heart, they said. Nights, Albert and Frida slept in the living room on a couch that turned into a bed. Behind the front door was a hassock with magazines in it. Klaus sat there when he wanted to be alone. Directly after breakfast, Pepal drove the big red welding truck to his shop where he worked till dinner time. The gravel crackled under the truck as he drove up the driveway. Pepal made stuff, like the fence that ran between the sidewalk and the yard, the swing frames like tall letter A's, the bird bath under the tree which if you pitched in a rock went plop. Whatever welding was, that big machine on the back of his truck helped him do it. and his big, thick, dirty gloves and spaceman mask protected him when he did it. Pepa loved having Klaus and Kurt around sometimes, hoisting the two Ks onto his lap, one on each leg. He told them funny stories and pulled nickels from behind their ears. When he took off his shirt in the summer, they stared at the huge stitch marks across his belly. Mama said the Germans did it. Got him those awful marks. Got him that Purple Heart in the cedar chest. 10 years later, despite his continuous Catholic education, Klaus has left the church and he is at odds with pretty much everyone around him. Fortunately, there is the lovely Carita, who makes everything bearable, even disco. Musicians don't dance, Klaus told Carita, hoping desperately somehow to take her mind off the fun everyone was having at the high school dance. Musicians don't dance. What a stupid thing to say. He couldn't even believe he'd said it. On that note, the music playing was absolutely terrible. She sure loved dancing, though. Couldn't even keep her body still. Carita had turned down 5 requests to dance already, including one by Jack, who was sweating and having a lot of fun. It killed Klaus, and he secretly felt Carita deserved better. She wanted nothing more than to forget herself on the dance floor and dance until the last note played. Maybe he would like it if he gave it a try, she said. How could this pretty thing be expected to understand? He was a rocker. The slow numbers weren't so bad, but while he loved holding Carita closely, he felt foolish and embarrassed when stuck out there on a fast one. And he wanted to go away somewhere. Slow dancing didn't count, and he knew it. Why did he take everything so seriously? And how could they like that music? He hated it more than anything. Fortunately, dances were not all that often, but that's why they were special. The prettiest girl at the dance sat happily with Klaus, watching her friends all laughing and dancing together. He had had enough. Why don't you dance with Jack? Have a little fun. He hated to ask, but it was at least gentlemanly, or so he thought. Joey asked her to dance. Perfect. Might as well be dancing with a girl, that one. Off they went. Dumb idea, really, when you thought about it. You moved your body to a beat. Yippee. He was athletic. He could move on the basketball court. He could run. He could jump. Why couldn't he dance? Why not be like everyone else, like she wanted him to? Damn it, why couldn't high school just be done with and everybody go home? Klaus wasn't sure about dancing, but one thing was certain. Carita Bianco was wonderful. Even as she danced merrily with Joey, everything about her was wonderful. His heart floated upon her movements like a bird upon the wind. One of the unique things about this book is that Klaus's music is available on iTunes. In the next to last chapter, Klaus forms his own one-man British pop group, the Jerrys. From the CD entitled Jerry Rigged, as well as from Pixels of Young Mueller, this is The King of I Don't Care. You can call me what you want to. Sling your arrows about me. Even if every word is true, said with certain flair, it's just this thing that's in the air, and nothing you say could compare. 'Cause I'm the king of I don't care. King of I don't care. You can label me anyway. Stupid and lazy. Slander me any time of day. Nothing to declare. And if I did, I wouldn't show. It's like I'm care. I'm the king of I don't care. King of I don't care. Dig it. You can sell me off on eBay. Zip me up and delete me. Execute me like JFK. I won't even care. I'll dance around like Fred Astaire. So put away your questionnaire. I'm the king of I don't. I'm the king of I don't. I'm the king of I don't care. King of I don't care. King of I don't care. Thank you.